Hello everyone, my name is Dr. Ruchita Batra and today in this video we are going to make the Adams clasp. It is one of the most important clasp in the removable appliance and it is a retentive component of the removable orthodontic appliance. So first of all we will be marking on the cast. We have to mark two vertical lines that will be starting from the tip of the molar. So it will start from here and this will be the first vertical line and this will be the second vertical line, and in the middle of the tooth, in the middle third of the tooth, we will mark one more line that will be the horizontal line. Okay, so this will be the length of the bridge and this will be the length of the loops, U-loops. Okay, so this will be the length of the bridge and this will be the length of the U-loop. So we are going to make the Adams clasp from the 21 gauge wire, and I'm going to straighten it now. So I have roughly straightened it. Now we are going to mark the length of the bridge on the wire. Okay, so this is the length of the bridge we have marked. Can you see it? And now we are going to give two L bends, that is 90-degree bends. Check the plane before you give a bend and give a 90-degree bend, and similarly on the other side just hold the plier before the mark, just before the mark, and check the plane and give the other bend. So it will look like this after you give the two bends. And now we will check it on the cast. Yeah, so this is the exact length we have marked. Okay, now we are going to make the two loops. So we will hold this and we are going to mark it here. Okay, we have marked for the length, and some people they directly make the loop, and but I have a different approach. I usually give a 90-degree bend first on this side, and then this is the half bend I have given, and then I give a 90-degree bend on the other side. Okay, so check if they both are of the same length, and then I'll continue the bend now if they both are on the same length. Check the plane before you give the bend. And these are the two loops of Adams clasp. Now these loops are very big and we have to squeeze it after you make the loop, because we need small loops for the Adams. And they should be of equal length. This is how it looks. This is how it should look. After this, we will give 45-degree bend to this part of the we will Now I'm going to give a 45-degree bend inwards towards the tooth. So we have to give bend on this point. Okay, so we will take the Adam's plier and we will hold the component here. We have to give the bend on this, and we will hold this like this, and we'll give a turn. And same thing on the other side. We will hold the plier like this end. And we will give a turn. So it should be like this. And if you guys can see, okay, so we'll see our clasp is going well now. The loops of the Adam's clasp, they should touch here on the buccal proximal undercut, not on the buccal surface, not in the interproximal, not here, on the buccoproximal surface of the tooth. They should touch there only. So it's touching on the buccoproximal surface. Now we will give the $1 million bend. For the $1 million bend, we have to give the bend from the length of, it should be from the half of this so we have to hold the plier here, that is half the length of the arrowhead. Okay, so if you're not if you don't know exactly where to give the bend, just make a mark on the cast here in the gingival third on the top, like the gingival third, and then this is the length of your whole loop, and this should be the length of your at where the $1 million bend should come. This should be the point. So you hold the clasp here and then mark it on your clasp till where you have from where you have to hold the plier for $1 million bend. This is the half of this side and this is the half of this side. Okay, so now we'll hold the plier at that point, and it should be outwards, and then you have to do it like this. You have to take a turn. First make a bend and then take a turn inside. Again at this side I'm holding the plier on the mark, and then I'm going to give the bend outwards. Hold the plier properly, don't change the plane. I'll give the bend outwards and then move it inside. Okay, this is the most important bend in the Adam's clasp, because without this bend the clasp will not be able to adapt the clasp, and the 45-degree bend we have given here, this will not be visible properly. So it is the most crucial part of the Adam's clasp. So it is adapting, it is coming on the occlusal surface, so we'll adapt it now like the other clasps. I'm going to mark it for the occlusal surface. Again, the bends should always be subtle, not the sharp bends. Always when you mark, on the wire. Just hold the plier before the mark and give a bend. Cut the extra wire. Adapted. It's adapting. Again, the retentive component should always be passive. It should not be active. We're going to adapt it palatally now. The loops should always touch the tooth and then you adapt it. This is for the parallel bends. This is touching here, and now we have to make the tags. Press them. Adapt it properly on the parallel side. So this is how an Adams looks like. The arrowheads are touching on the buccoproximal surface of the tooth. From here also, and from here also, it should be occlusally adapted properly, and it should be palatally adapted as well. So this is how we make an Adams clasp. Thank you.